Hello? Is anyone in there? Welcome back to Kinnisea, where it's all kicking off. Sylvia Samkova is just packing her gear. We are on our way up to this section right here on Eastern Reeks for a spot of pitching and climbing. So this is the mountain range. I've been up here a couple of times. The weather's humid, it's cloudy, but it's not cold. And it's looking good for tomorrow as well. So we're hoping we can get a nice sunset and sunrise up here. Clouds you can just see on the top there on the big stack. But we've probably got about an hour or so walk before we even get to the fence, and then from the fence we have about another hour to an hour and a half before we even start climbing up the mountain. But what you can actually see from here is that section of grass right there that goes up. We're actually ascending that, so it's going to help us out a little bit. Yeah, that's the plan anyway, so let's keep going. Good at the camera. Here's Sylvia Samkova. There is Karen Tool. There is the Eastern Ridge behind us, and there is our spot. Boom! Where's my hand? Right there. You can actually see from here the big stack as well. That's Clockmore, and then the lake would be down there. So, plan of action is to continue where we're going. We've been hiking up now for probably around about an hour from the house. Strickeen is there, by the way, and goes along. And it's still really humid. We can see rain coming in from Killarney area and over here, which is Dingle area, around there.
Clouds behind us as well.
Yeah, we've got clouds behind us. It's going to rain. It will rain, but we've got to try and pitch up this tent. A 4-man tent for 2 people makes no sense. It's the only one I could get. We're going to try and pitch that up before it gets too boggy, because the ground is very flat up there and it's full of moss. So the plan of action, again, get up there, pitch up the tent, watch the sun go down and sun come up at 4:30 in the morning. And try and maybe get a controlled fire. Don't be worrying about leaving the fire unattended. I put the fires out, so don't worry about any of that. But we're going to try and get a fire going as well. So let's keep going. Pan over there. There is the beautiful Carrantall, O'Shea's Gully just in view. There. Beankera is there. The ridge, Hag's Tooth, is just where my finger's pointing there. And that would be Dingle out there. So there we go. Sylvia, how are you feeling?
Fantastic.
Feeling good?
Yeah,
All
excited.
Right. Excited. So we have plenty of time left. It's 2:15 now. Sun won't be set until very, very late anyway, so loads and loads of time. And then we're going to try and, like I say, get this fire going. That's the next plan. Sylvia has this wicked gimbal here for the phone. She's picking up some amazing footage, so hopefully we'll be able to compile lots together. We also have a drone. I don't have mine with me, but Sylvia has the same one, so we're going to try and compile some stuff together here for the videos. So yeah, we'll keep going.
Everything is hanging off me. Oh my god.
This is well camping, girl. All right, so we're actually fairly near the top. Not that you'd have any idea, because these clouds have come in, but I have to share this because this does happen sometimes, but not often. So we're climbing up into the clouds. It's still very, very warm. Obviously, route back down there. Sylvia's there. All the gear on the bag. Had a couple of trips, both of us. And the ridge is the other side of this mountain. So the sun is actually up there. And we're going to continue all the way along. It's really calm as well, there's no noise. So we've come up onto the ridge. As I had thought, the cloud is coming. Don't know how clear this is coming out, so I'm giving it a shot anyway. But we have to go over here because we're now too high. We have to drop now back down. The lake is over there. Black Valley is behind me. Slight wind, not cold at all. There's no real temperature drop from the last time. It's just windy a little bit now, and the rain is coming. So we're gonna. The wind makes it cold.
I mean, like sweating a wee bit, it's like freezing now.
No, okay. So we're going to. Here you can actually see the clouds lifting slightly. We're going to go back, and then we're going to drop down and pitch the tent. There we are. We're actually fairly high up. We're about 700-800 meters up, which is high for Ireland, and it's high for pitching a tent. So we're going to keep going around here now, drop down, and then you'll see my location for camping.
Gonna be sent here. And then rolling all the way down.
So here we are. Here is the site. As you would have seen in most of my other camping videos, we have Sylvia just sorting herself out. And then on top of the tent are the sleeping bags because they got slightly damp on the way up. But how about that? It's so still. It's incredible. It's not cold. It's very misty, obviously, but it's extremely still. Ground is a bit wet, but where we are over there, there's plenty of moss on the floor. We didn't take any ground mats. I don't use ground mats when I'm pitching tents. So the moss is going to be basically our ground mat. All set. It's a big tent. It's a 4-man tent. You would have seen it again in my other videos. I've had a couple of videos, but this is meant to be the dark room tent. It's not dark in there, but it is a really good tent. And we came up from down there. And what we did, as again in my other video, we actually went higher up. So the plan is now just to relax for the evening, afternoon, evening. What is the time? It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. Relax for the evening. Your socks wet? And then if this dries out, we are going to be scaling up here tomorrow later. We have the drone as well. We have some battery life on the drone, and the sun sets. Not this makes any difference, but it does set there and it rises here. So I'll do some more filming later on. All going well, we may see the sun going down. This could clear instantly, and that would be brilliant. So there we are. That is the plan. Food next, and fire. Fireplace is actually tucked in behind here. Now I've used that quite a few times before, so I'm going to try see if we could get a little fire going, maybe safe fire, and then yeah, see what happens. It's day 2 of the expedition up on the ridge line. It's extremely cloudy. Here we are. It's currently 7:30 Sunday morning, and yeah, we're playing Italy in the Euros tonight. hopefully we're going to be back in time so I can watch the match. Sylvia, however, has other plans. What we're going to do, because yesterday, interestingly enough, we found a tent down here, a green tent, and we're going to go check it out because we've got some theories as to what could be going on. And it's either going to be empty or there could be some stuff in it, so we're going to find out exactly what's going on. But this is what we have woken up to. Every now and then the clouds disappear and the sun tries to come out. There's the sun there behind me. But it's still very mild. It's not that wet. Last night it got a bit windy and it did rain. And hence there's condensation everywhere. But like, look at this now, this cloud coming up. Already sun's disappeared. It's been like this constantly from last night throughout the morning. And so we're gonna head down this way because this is where we've seen the tent, and it's in a really precarious area. It's the last place I'd pitch a tent. Someone's done it down here in an alley almost, and the wind blows in from the north to the south, so it's gonna be quite windy. So we're gonna go and see what the deal is, see if there's anyone around. Okay, so there is the tent. Don't know how much I can zoom in here, but I'll try and show you here. It's basically there. It's a green tent right there. We haven't seen any action from yesterday, and it's a very, very strange place to pitch because this here acts like a huge gully almost that the air comes in, and the last place you want is to have a tent there. So we're gonna come down here, get down, check out the tent, and then we're gonna drop down here to end up back at the house. That's the plan. We're just going to do a little bit of drone footage. Drone footage now because the sky is cleared again. It just comes and goes. It's amazing. And the views, like I said, gorgeous views. This would be Purple Mountain there. And you have Strickeen, which is there. So we're not too far away from Strickeen at all. Tome is the other side there. Black Valley is down here, and then Carrington would be exactly in that direction. This is the Eastern Ridge now. This is literally the start of the Eastern Ridge. So you start ascending along here, and of course our tent is just pitched up over there. So we're approaching the tent now. It's just literally here, so we're gonna take a very casual stroll over. It's more than likely that it's just been left abandoned, but it's in a very weird area to pitch because this area acts like a funnel and it's not very good for tents. So we're going to have a look, see what's going on. Okay. Hello? Anyone in there? Hello? Is anyone in there? So this is the tent. There doesn't seem to be anything in it. There's a pillow here. Any possessions, but there's a pillow here and a sleeping bag. And it's been here for a while, I'd say, because there's a couple of bugs roaming around. So we'll leave it. We are heading down here now, which is really, really steep. And if anyone's around, they'll be down there. So we'll probably come across them. Alive? Hopefully.
This doesn't look like alive. So, 10.
Mm.
A long time.
It's been here for a long time, yeah.
It'll be alive.
This has been here for a long time. We'll leave it. Okay, so we've left the tent and we've left our tent. Not up there, but we've left the site. And we're going down this gradient here. So we're thinking possibly maybe that man or woman that was in the tent, they may be somewhere down here, but the tent is full of water, so it's been there for a while. No, alive. I'm saying that. Alive.
Right, alive. For weeks.
But there's all the belongings were, well, belongings, the tent was in there, the sleeping bag was in there, the pillow was in there. There's some food pots outside, a food pot. And really, this is the only route he'll be going up or down, she or he. So we're going down this way anyway, regardless. It's very, very steep. And then that will probably be the end. Hopefully we don't find anything. But this is the route we're going to take down. So, there we are. And there we are. So we made our safe descent down. Fortunately, we didn't see anything else. One thing I didn't point out in the video at the time was when we approached the tent, I had to move a rock. And under the rock was very, very dead, wet grass. So obviously the tent had been there for a while. And there's also a very high possibility that someone's probably using that tent. They're going up and forth to the tent and back down for whatever reason. Because again, there was no valuables left inside. The tent had been zipped up. But there was a lot of water in the bottom, so we don't know. Like to think that's what's happened. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. There are plenty more on the way. I'm actually working on one right now with regards to the fitness and the exercises, Pilates and calisthenics. That'll be on the channel very soon. Do have an amazing day, and I will see you again for, of course, more adventures. How about that?